Sometimes we trick ourselves into thinking that we don't need a target audience. It's so easy to think, I can sell to anyone. Why should I narrow my options? I want to make the most sales I possibly can, right? I started out in photography and videography, so I'll use it as an example. It's so tempting to say, everyone needs photos taken. Everyone has important milestones happening in their lives, and everyone wants to document important moments. So my target market is literally everyone. Done. Nope, unfortunately, that doesn't work very well. And here's why. It's not effective. By trying to target everyone, you're effectively targeting nobody. An important clarifier. When you target a market, that does not mean that you're turning away customers or clients outside of that market. It simply means that you will work to get the attention of a certain niche of people that are most likely to be interested in purchasing your product or service. Okay, so why is targeting everyone not effective? For multiple reasons. First, because of overlapping circles. If your marketing or your business shows up over and over in a certain small niche group, people are going to start noticing your business and remembering you, purchasing your product or service. That community of people have connections and are connected. Your business can thrive with those connections. Your marketing can work. But if you only show up once in a million different areas, you won't get any of that glorious overlap, and your marketing will have little to no effect. To that point, nobody has the budget to target everyone. You need to niche down to a target market so you can market affordably. Your marketing needs to work. It needs to get you business. And marketing to John Doe in Ohio when you have a wedding venue in Louisiana will not work, and it doesn't really make sense either. You also have competition, and that competition is taking up valuable market space. Targeting your market can help ensure that you're finding people that your competition may not find, or that will choose you over your competition. Make sense? Dope. Let's figure out how to define your target market. I've included a worksheet for download, so go ahead and print that out. Okay, so on your customer avatar worksheet, I've made this really simple for you. You've got basically everything listed that you'll need to know about your target audience. So what you need to do is fill out 5 different customer avatar sheets, one for each person that you would consider somebody in your target audience. These don't need to be real people. When I say name, for example, you don't need to list somebody that you specifically know, but feel free to as well. As you go through, think of exactly who you want to target. What would their name be? Name doesn't really matter. What's their gender? Are they married, yes or no? What's their occupation? What does their annual income kind of look like? How old are they? Do they have kids? Where are they living currently? What's their level of education? What would you say is their voice? Do they have a budget? If so, write that down. Where do they get their sources of information? And what platforms are they on for social media? List all of these here. And then list their hobbies and traits. Just remember that if somebody's going to book you as a wedding photographer or videographer, for example, that's not what their whole life is about, right? They have other hobbies and other things that they like to do in their life, and they've got a lot of stuff going on. So don't just limit this to what you're targeting them for. And along these lines, what are their goals and values? For example, are they extremely family-oriented? What do they want to aspire to be? Defining each of these things can help you figure out different ways to target them with your content. What are their challenges and pain points? What do they need help with? What problems can you solve for them? What are some potential objections they might have? Writing these down will help you figure out ways to kind of get ahead of the game and either answer their objections in your content or be ready for potential objections when you're talking to them in a consultation, for example. And also write down, how do they define themselves? Do they define as like a hipster or as a business professional, for example? Because if you think about it, you're going to talk to a hipster differently than you would a quote-unquote business professional, right? Identifying all of these things and creating an avatar for your customer will help you with all aspects of your marketing campaigns. And remember, don't just do this once or twice. Do this at least 3 to 5 times and figure out who are the types of people that you'll be targeting in the future. An easy way to get started with this is to actually take a look at your past or current customers. Who are they? What traits do they have in common? Write those down. You can also look at your competition. Who are they targeting? Is there a way that you can target a similar yet subtly different market? Write down your ideas. And finally, Take a look at your product or service. List some characteristics of people that would be most interested in what you offer. Write these customer avatars out and then keep them in a safe place because you'll be referring back to them constantly throughout your marketing campaigns.